Come on in. Come on in. Peace. Happy Holy Day. Ramadan Mubarak if you're fasting. Come on in. Ramadan Mubarak if you're fasting. Peace to you all. Shalom. Hotep. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Come on in. Happy Holy Day. Come on in. 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 Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Come on in. Come on in. Islam, Moors. Islam. 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 Mhm. Islam, Moors. Come on in. Come on in. Invite a friend. Come on in. Invite a friend. Let's get it. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Come on in. I want to stop that vibration and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It's customary before speaking or teaching that we always give our praise and honors. So at this time now, we bow down our spiritual crown to Allah, the one who is almighty, all wise, all hearing, all hearing your prayers. He can hear you, brothers and sisters. He can feel you. That's who I'm speaking to one. The one I'm speaking of, excuse me. The one who is the causeless cause, the rootless root, from which all good comes from. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah be his sweet and holy name. Remaining on high, we give honors to all true and divine prophets. Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Confucius is some of the names that we name in the Moorish Science Temple of America, right? But we can never send enough praises to Allah for sending us one, teaching us that we are not Negroes, color folks, black people, or Ethiopians. Islam, noble then and noble now, noble will he always be. My brother man, our prophet, our angel, prophet, noble Drew Ali. Islam, we give our honors to brother Emil Eel for the work that he has done. We give our honors to all the ills and bays who have been working to keep love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice taught throughout the land, and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for the sake of Allah. It's customary that we take a reading, and we give our honors to our red flag with the 5-pointed green star in the center, Islam, right? Combined with the 48-star flag, right? Representing Old Republic, right? We give honors to our charter, right? We give honors to all ills and bags who will their way to Allah. We give honors to everything pertaining to good. Y'all excuse me. Going through the day. It's customary in the Moorish Science Temple of America that I take a reading from out of the Holy Qur'an of the Moorish Science Temple of America, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali through the guidance of his Father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his fallen, sinful stage of humanity back to his high plane of life with his Father God Allah. Islam, Moorish Americans, the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, it reads on the back, know yourself and your Father God Allah, that you may learn to love instead of hate. Every man needs to worship under his own vine and fig tree, the uniting of Asia. Okay? Islam, Moors, happy holy day. I don't care where you might be. Islam to you. And love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I'm going to take a couple of different readings from out of the Holy Quran of the Moorish Temple of America. Bear with me as we get into this. My first reading, Moors, pardon me, is coming from out of chapter 46, Divine Instructions 17. The best things in the hands of a fool may be turned to his own destruction, and out of the worst, the wise will find means of good. Islam, y'all hear me on that now, right? I'm sharing that because a lot of Moors don't understand these lessons that we have from Noble Drew Ali. And I respectfully want you to know, if you are a member of the Moorish Science Temple America, our pamphlet, yes, it is very small. It's only 48 some pages in there, 48 chapters in there, right? And inside of that pamphlet, it would take you into the schools of thoughts of Jesus. It would take you into the schools of thoughts of Muhammad. It would take you into the schools of thoughts of Buddha. It would take you into the schools of thoughts of Confucius. It would take you into the school of thought of Mathena, right? It would take you into the school of thought of Old Egypt, right? It would even take you into the school of thought of Allah and man being one. Allah and man being one. It would take you also into the school of thought to understanding the higher self from the lower self. And today is our holy day, so we want this message to reach you in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, okay? As we speak about the higher self, the lower self, and how it connects to our holy day. Friday is the holy day for all Muslims all over the world. Friday is a holy day for all of us. I don't care if you call yourself Sunni. I don't care if you call yourself Shiite. I don't care if you call yourself Sufi. I don't care if you call yourself the Nation of Islam. I don't care if you call yourself Moorish American, Moorish Science. All of us, revealers of the light, you hear me? All of us take this day and make it sacred amongst ourselves. Peace and love. I'm going to make you a moderator. And that was a great question, and I will answer that question. Can a woman wear a fez? Inside of the Moorish Science Temple America, it is taught that the fez is on the head of the man, and we have many stories why. And the sisters wear the turban of the rainbow. Okay? Now, we know you can go back in ancient time and find sisters with the fez on their head. But there's a reason why the brothers wear the fez inside of the Moorish Science Temple America, and the sisters wear the turbans. Okay? First of all, it's our instructions given to us directly from Allah through Noble Drew Ali. So that's why you see a lot of Moors who definitely don't allow sisters to come into the temple. Now, if you on the streets, you're on the highways and the byways, and you got a fez on your head, should nobody say anything to you, respectfully. But going to the temple building with a fez on your head, 9 out of 10, they're going to ask you, can you take that off or can you leave? Respectfully. They're going to say, can you take that off or can you leave? Because in this era and time, that represents the brother, right? And a station that the brother carries for Allah and for the public, okay? So the sister should not have the fez on inside of the Moorish Science Temple America meetings if her and her husband, or her and her family know about revealers of the light, okay? Respectfully. And that was a very great question. I want to get into this holy day, okay? And how it ties in with what I want to share with you today. Islam. Pardon. I'm reading from Justice now. The peace of society dependeth on justice, the happiness of individuals on the safe enjoyment of all their possessions. Keep the desires of thy heart therefore within the bounds of moderation, and let the hand of justice lead thee aright. Okay? Cast not an evil eye on the goods of thy neighbor, and let whatever his property be sacred from thy touch. Period. These are divine instructions given to us from Allah through Noble Drew Ali and the ancient forefathers. Defame not his character. Bear no false witness against him. Corrupt not his servants to cheat or forsake him. And the wife of his bosom, oh, tempt not to sin. Man, we know all this makes sense for us today. Everything that we're hearing in these divine instructions, we see. We see our brothers, right, who stay right there, sleeping with their neighbors, right, sleeping with the people in their community, right? Everything that this chapter is speaking about, we can see it today. We see brothers bearing false witness on other brothers, lying against other brothers and sisters, right? The brother said, I saw a woman wearing one and I knew she was a renegade. Respectfully, yeah, sometimes sisters wear it for the intention to see what you're going to say and how you're going to come at them. That's why they wear it. Because it's not an order of sisters running around wearing the fez, or unless they belong to the Eastern Stars. The Eastern Stars wear the fez, white fez. Right? But this chapter on justice, and we know in the Moore Science Temple of America, Jesus means justice. We're not speaking about somebody 2,000 years ago being a pale man. Isa, the son of Mary, of Maryam, right? From out of this chapter of justice, I want to tie it in to our holy day. See, those divine instructions that we receive from the Prophet Noble Drew Ali are things that me and you are supposed to do every day. Every day we should be doing these things. These are divine instructions given to us. Okay? I'm going to tie it all in. Ride with me for a minute. You just coming on. Peace and love to you all. Islam. All right. Trying to get this on a better little position here, Moors. I guess it's just like that, man. Okay. The truth and nothing but the truth as I read this. Know the truth, and the truth should set you free. If there has been a great lie told to us in history, there would have been the cause of the biblical statement to have been made. However, there's a falsehood that we must look at. Distorted the truth from past history. Until now, the glory and the shame has been misplaced. For instance, if the truth be told, excuse me, there's typos in here. History, if the truth be told, we will find that the first president of the United States of America, many Moorish Americans teach us, was a dark-skinned man, okay? The first president of the United States of America, not this corporation, was a dark-skinned man. It's taught in most of our temples, okay? You got to excuse me, this is an old writing. Okay? We know everybody in America teaches about George Washington. George Washington definitely has Masonic history, and he knew about the Moors. We cannot take that away. Okay? He definitely knew about the Moorish history. Washington did not take residence in the present White House located in Washington, D.C. until 1789. Okay? You can go to the Moorish Holy. They actually have documents that they share with brothers and sisters and dates and times of things that was happening in 1789. Okay? The truth also will reveal that not only was Benjamin Banneker, okay, he is the architect who built Washington, D.C., the structure. He's considered as one of the chief designers of the present system of government, right? This truth, this truth has not been unrevealed to us. Many Moors don't speak about it. So we ask that you go to an up-to-date library and study on the history of a Moorish, the, of the United States Corporation and the old Moorish Republic. The old Moorish Republic, which you want to go back into the 1800s. If you can, probably the early 1600s. But I know in 1863 was the first time we have found the term Moorish American used in 1863. We know Noble Drew Ali came on the scene in 1886, but in 1863, amongst us, we had brothers and sisters who declared that they were Moorish Americans. Okay? And if you come to Sunday school on Mighty Networks, we always share with you the books, the information. You can also become a subscriber at Mighty Networks. Okay? On Mighty Networks, we have over, I think it's over 6,000 books. And some of those books are, so much information in those books. You can't just go to the store and buy these books, truly, respectfully. Okay? But we want you to understand that we need to understand the greatness of us, the Moors. You see? Old Latin, right? Old Latin is connected to our people, our ancient forefathers, just like Ramadan. Ramadan is connected with our ancient forefathers. Now today is our holy day. Friday is the holy day for Muslims all over the world. See, in Islam, they teach us that Friday is the day on which is holy, right? And they say it's holy because Adam was formed on a Friday and Adam passed on a Friday. Adam was formed on a Friday and Adam passed on a Friday. And then the second or the third Adam came. Okay? It's even in Hadith reported to us that Jesus was born on a Friday. Isa, son of Maryam, was born on a Friday. All of these are signs and symbols for us so that we can understand our mission and our aim and our purpose from Allah. Friday, again, is very sacred amongst the Moorish American Muslims. They usually start it as soon as that day starts. It's a sacred day. You know, we make sure we are ready to communicate with our Lord. We make sure that we do the activities that we're supposed to do, like meditate. We need brothers and sisters really to look into why Prophet Noble Drew Ali was teaching us about meditation. And there's many different forms of meditation. We need to meditate more. We need to communicate with Allah more, brothers and sisters. Okay, so that we can raise the vibration inside of us. And then we can understand that we can't just keep sitting around holding our hands inside of our hands and thinking that something's going to fall out the sky for you and me. Oh, no, because Noble Drew Ali said this to us, and this is the words of Noble Drew Ali. Noble Drew Ali told the Moors to promote economic security and that the preaching of economic security among us by no means is widespread and intensive as the circumstances demand. No other one thing is more needed among us at this time than greater economic power. Arnell Bay would like to see that. So Braswell Bay, the work he want to do, I want to see that. The work that Brother Payfordale want to do, I want to be able to see that. The work that the heads, Brother R. Jones Bay want to do, I want to see the work that them and their staff want to do to help me and you as Moorish American Muslims, okay? Safe havens throughout America. But it takes money, it takes finance to make this happen. It will not happen by just dreaming big and writing it out, okay? So this is why Prophet Noble Ali teaches us about economic security. He taught that we shall be secure in nothing until we have economic power. That a beggar people cannot develop the highest in them, nor can they attain to genuine enjoyment of the spirituality of life. Okay? Why? Because you're worrying about where your food gonna come from. You're worrying about how you gonna eat, when you gonna eat. That's why we need to be fasting the month of Ramadan. It's a self-discipline. Just imagine if you can go 3 or 4 days without eating. And it ain't bothering you. You just eating on Friday or something, You juicing throughout the week. Man, you know how mighty you would be and the thoughts that you will achieve up here. Remember, we got to go back to meditation. Okay, let me go, because I got to get out of here. Noble Ali told us, told the Moors that we should have a lawful conception of their duties to our country and our fellow man in general, especially with those whom we deal with. This includes such as honesty, righteousness, as will cause you to put yourself in the other fellow's place. Look for the best in others, and give them the best that's in you. Look for the best in others and give them the best that is in you. Have a deeper appreciation for womanhood, brighten the hopes of our youth in order that their courage is increased to dare and do wondrous things. Adhere at all times to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This is written by Noble Drew Ali. Just think about it. Our babies right now, they want to sell drugs, man. Our babies in Carbondale, Illinois, they're making their own pills, okay? They're pressing their own pills, okay? We need to save our babies. So whatever you got, brother, pray for them. We need it. Whatever you got, brother brother E, Braswell Bay, we need it. Whoever say that they're the heads of the Moore Sons Temple America home office, we are here to serve you, work with you, not to fight with you. We got work to do to build up our communities, okay? We are here to build up our communities in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We need your help. What's your help? Your ideals, your thoughts. Give me 1 second. Your ideals, your thoughts. Let me send this to the sister so she can know I'm busy. Your ideals, your thoughts that we can make a stronger nation here in America for us, by us. Because, see, we got to have the safe havens. Remember, Noble Drew Ali informed us that the Aboriginal community, they coming over here, right? The indigenous community, they coming over here, right? All those different communities, the Hebrew Israelites, they coming over here. The Nation of God's Earth, they coming over here. The Nation Islam, they coming over here. Why? Because we're teaching on birthrights. We're teaching on nationality. We're teaching on things to make you a true American citizen. And it's backed up by law. Everything we're doing is backed up by law. The Moors said, hey, we want to go to Saudi Arabia and make Hajj. I've worked on a document so that we can go and make Hajj, okay? This is the document right here. I put the Holy Qur'an right back in their face. You don't give them our pamphlet, you give them their book. And we received a favorable reply. I keep this and I share this with my brothers and sisters so that they can see it's no joke. There's the seal. You see the seal. The seal is on there. And on the back, it let them know that I'm an officer of the Moore Science Temple of America. They understand governments and they know how governments work. Okay? So, I mean, it's our holy day, happy holy day, Moors, but we got to make sure that we're putting the truth out here, that the world may know and hear the truth among the descendants of Africa, right? There's still much wisdom to be learned. If you want to say yeah, all of us come from Africa, right? And these days, the redemption for the sons of man is through the lessons that Noble Drew Ali has left right here for you and I, and it's backed up by law, right? Yes, we do stand on one, the one God concept. The one God concept is also, you can find it in Christianity, you can find it in Al-Islam, you can find it in Judaism, but it comes from our ancient forefathers. In Islam, we place faith in one Allah. Even though there's many schools of thoughts, there's only one religion. Happy Holy Day, Moors. Did you catch that? In Islam, we place our faith in Allah, and even though there's many schools of thoughts, whether you call Sufi, whether you call Shiite, Sunni, Wahhabism, whatever, all of it is La ilaha illallah. Okay, Muhammad Rasulullah, right? Islam means submission to the will of Allah, the Creator, right? It is the religion of peace. The name Islam means peace. Prophet Noble Drew Ali teaches us that all the nations of the earth in these modern days are seeking peace. But there's but one true and divine way that that peace may be attained in these days. And it is through love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice being taught universally. I don't care if you're in the church, the mosque, the synagogue, wherever you might be. We all got to stand and teach love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to all the nations. To all the nations. And all the lands. Okay? Boy, they blowing me up, y'all. We're getting ready for iftar, so they're trying to make sure I'm there as well. Okay? If one honors and practices the 5 principles known to man, they are to acknowledge that their creator is Allah. And Allah is love. Allah is truth. Allah is peace. Allah is freedom. And Allah is justice. Allah is all these and many more. Okay? All good comes from Allah. Right? Happy Holy Day. Whether one adheres to the Christian school of thought, hear me, Moors, because see, one thing I learned from Brother D. God Bay, who was a Grand Sheik. Yeah, I'm doing a live video now. I'm on a live video. Teaching a class. Come on and get you some. You ready to lead a church? You ready to lead a church? My neighbor said, what you? Oh, that pamper on the baby. Yeah. Okay. I almost lost my train of thought. Even the school of Christianity goes back to our ancient forefathers. Y'all forgive me. My neighbors are out here. Okay. Your great-great-grandma, her prayers, whether she was in the church, the mosque, synagogue, her prayers were answered, wasn't it? You were delivered and carried in all those different, thank you. You were delivered and carried in all those different situations that you went through, right? That was grandma and them prayers. You better believe it. So I don't get caught up when people say, well, this person's a Christian. I don't listen to him. Or I don't listen to this person because they're Sunni Muslim. Or I don't listen to this person because they this or that. Truth is only but one. Hear me out on that, brothers and sisters. I don't care if you have no religion. I can sit there and learn from you. Learn what to do and what not to do. So whether one adheres to the Christian school of thought, the Hebrewic school of thought, right, or the Buddhist school of thought, if they practice these principles, you're practicing what we practice. That means that you are a Muslim. Muslim, Moslem, is older than Muslim. Okay? And the reason you see most of us in the Moorish Science Temple of America and the Nation of Islam, some people like to call them the black Muslims, the black nationalists, all of them use the MO because that's what it was taught from all the older people, right? Before me and you, that we will worship under our own vine and fig tree, and every tongue must confess his own. But remember, through sin and disobedience, every nation, and this is chapter 47, every nation has suffered slavery due to the fact that they honor not the creed and principles of their forefathers. Anyone who's talking against Ramadan don't understand that Ramadan was here before Muhammad, Salih Salam, and don't understand that our ancient forefathers practice Ramadan. We should be practicing Ramadan, okay? To get close, anything to get closer to Allah, we should always be a part of it, respectfully, okay? Buddhist school of thought, if we practice these 5 principles, we are Muslims practicing Islam. Islam did not start over 1,400 years ago with Prophet Muhammad. Let me say that again. People say, man, they'll kill you if you go over there. No, they won't. If you go over there saying, La ilaha illallah, and you still can stand on Muhammad and Rasulullah, and you're sharing with them how from the first man comes Islam, they're not going to kill you over that. They're not. Islam did not start 1,400 years ago with Prophet Muhammad. He perfected the message, okay? And he brought the creed of Islam to the Arabs, okay, to redeem his people. Because we know they was in sin. They were killing their babies, man, back then. And all kind of wicked stuff, okay? However, according to chapter 6 of our Holy Qur'an, Jesus, who came, what was it, 100 years before Prophet Muhammad, had taught the Muslims in India, 1,000 years, excuse me, y'all, 1,000 years before Prophet Muhammad, Jesus, right? He taught the Muslims in India the foundation of Christianity, right? And we know that foundation, even though people try to make them like they all pale, those were our people, man. Remember, we are the mothers and fathers who gave all religions to all nations. Elohim. Elohim is not Allah. Study the Elohim. Roman nations founded the first church which crucified Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet of Allah. Despite that there are followers of Christianity who were Nazarenes and Nazareth, right? Who were sincere in their practice of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Therefore, they're also Muslims practicing Islam. Let me read that again. So those people who crucified Jesus back then were Muslims as well, is what the writer is sharing with us. The prophet was referring to the MSTFA because the day is approaching when the Muslims of all the different persuasions, hues, and nations will come to the MSTFA in droves to practice the old-time religion. The old-time religion, the religion of our ancient forefathers and mothers and parents. You know, again, Ramadan is very important because it's about feeding those in your community. It's about studying yourself by meditating, by communicating with your Lord in prayer, by reading the scriptures. All these things are what you do during the month of Ramadan. But our ancient forefathers were doing it before Muhammad took the scene, okay? A lot of Moorish American Muslims don't know that, but I want to keep expressing that it's very important that we understand that Ramadan does not start with Muhammad. Okay? I have one more thing to share, and I'm going to get out of here because they're calling me like crazy. Praise Allah. How the Moors feeling? Thank you, brother. Sevenfold Joe. Sevenfold Joe. Okay. I have one more demonstration I wanted to share, and I'm going to get out of here more. Just wanted to share this real quick, because so much talk about our holy days. And this is chapter 8. And it reads to us, in verse 7, Allah's meeting place with man is in the heart, and in the still small voice he speaks, and he who hear is still. That's that meditation I was just sharing with y'all. And all the people said, teach us to know the Holy One who speaks within the heart. Allah, the still small voice. See, in the Moore Science Temple of America, we don't have a sky daddy. We don't look for Allah to be up there, and we don't look for the devil to be down there. No. Allah is within you. Allah is within me. The Arabs don't teach this. Wahhabi won't allow them to teach this. Okay? He says, teach us to know the Holy One who speaks within the heart. The heart, Moors. Right? Remember mind. Everything started from the mind. Mind. Thought be the cause of it all, right? He says, the Holy Brother cannot be seen with mortal eyes, nor can man see the Spirit of the Holy One. But in their image, man was made. And he who looks in the face of man looks at the image of Allah who speaks within. This is why I can't argue with you if you say you with Top Cat BCU, or you say you with Aboriginal Power Bat debate staff, or the Nation of Islam, or the Hebrew Israelites, because there's a part of you, Islam, more, there's a part of you that's holy and sacred. Allah is in all of us, holy and sacred. So I can't be talking foul to you. I can't be speaking down on you if I truly believe in what the scripture is saying to me, right? And when man honors man, he honors Allah. And what man does for man, he does for Allah. So if I'm speaking down on you, I'm speaking down on Allah. If I'm speaking ugly of you, I'm speaking ugly of Allah. And when you bear in mind that when man harms in thought, word, or deed another man, he does a wrong to Allah. So I don't have time to argue with brothers and sisters. If you want to call yourself black, be black. If you want to be a nigger, be a nigger, right? If you want to be a coon, be a coon. I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't associate or affiliate with any of those titles. Those are property of other men. If you call yourself Negro, colored, black, Ethiopian, you belong to someone. Someone's in charge of you. Someone has ownership over you, and it's not Allah. It's a man. So we got to get away from this screening ourselves for the sake of reputation or fame, speaking down on one another, calling each other niggas and coons, and I don't do that. This is why I don't do it, because I see the God in you. Whether you don't believe in God, Allah, Jehovah, Yahweh, I see Allah in you. Okay? It's an energy force. Islam. And I'm not here to scream myself for the sake of reputation or fame. And you don't have to do it. But we don't have to speak evil of each other. To your nation be blessed, and to my nation be blessed. We're about nationhood building, okay? We're not caught up. I'm seeing a lot of people on social media unfolding themselves from the brotherhood, sisterhood. See, YouTube, social media, TikTok, it's a brotherhood. It's a social media sisterhood, brotherhood, right? But when we get to arguing with each other, we come away from that brotherhood, that sisterhood. And Jesus, during his time, he stayed in the midst of the sisterhood, the brotherhood. He said, this is what Jesus said. He went to the Hindu priests and scribes, and he said this. And Jesus said to them, with much delight, I speak to you concerning the life of brotherhood of life. The universal Allah, yet the universal Allah is one, yet he is more than one. All things are one. We're all one, brothers and sisters. We are all Allah here on the earth to make the earth better for us. We should be doing all the good that we can while we're here on the earth. If you want to go to Africa, you can go to Africa. But I'm concerned with America. Islam? Prophet Noble Ali was concerned about being a true American citizen. He said this is not a back to Africa movement. We need to be building on this land where they took it from your great-great-grandma, my great-great-great-grandma. That's what we're here to share with you. And it's a brotherhood, a sisterhood. So I'm speaking to you from that vibration. I don't have time to pull other people's weeds. I don't have time to talk about your tribe. I hear so many people speaking down on the Moorish Science Temple of America, but they never been members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. They only know what they know from social media. That's wrong. That's evil. You worry about your tribe. You get your tribe together, and I get my tribe together. You get your family together, and I get my family together. You get your household together, I get my household together. We don't have to lie on each other. We don't have to steal. We don't have to do anything to take away from each other in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I'm still on this universal Allah being one. Brothers and sisters, I want you to understand, we are one. That's right. Even you, doggy, you one too. We are one. And we got to understand how to live here in America as one. Allah is about being universal with the oneness. Oneness. We are one. Whether you in Detroit, whether you in Chicago, whether you're in Mississippi, we are true American citizens. I'm speaking about the universal brotherhood, sisterhood. And the only way we're going to get it is by coming together. We got to crush beneath our foot, right? All hate, all evil thoughts, all wicked thoughts, all things. I shouldn't want to beat you. You shouldn't want to beat me. Okay? And that's what we get from out of this little small book that Noble Drew Ali gave us. And every Friday, we should crush beneath our feet all lower self attributes. All lower self attributes. And know the nations of the earth all see Allah from different points of view. And he does not seem the same to everyone. Some people call him Jah, some people call him Ra, some people call him Jehovah. He's got a different name in every nation, but he is the cause is called the ruthless root from which all good comes from. Let me say that again. Jehovah is his Hebrew name, but everywhere he is the causeless cause, the rootless root from which all things have grown. We are one, brothers and sisters. We can't get caught up into arguing, backbiting, and hating each other when we got so much work to do. It says to us in the Holy Qur'an, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, most gracious. See thou not that Allah do not know that all that is in the heavens or on earth. There is not a secret amongst us between here or there, but he is the fourth of them, nor between the five, but he is the sixth, nor between the fewer, nor more. But he is with them. Whosoever they be in the end, will he tell them what they did on the day of judgment, the day of Yamakuyama. For Allah has full knowledge of all things. Okay? O ye who believe, when ye hold fast the secret counsel, that secret counsel should have been today. Juma prayer should have been in there praying to Allah, asking happy holy day, Islam, more Islam sheep. Chat, I'm going to make you a moderator. Yes, sir. Should have been praying to Allah if you could. If you're working a job, you don't have to go. But that secret counsel was today. They say noon, but it's usually after 12. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:05 here in Carbondale, Illinois. That secret counsel when you get with Allah and you go within yourself and you study yourself and you look at all the evil you're doing, you look at all the good you're doing, and you ask Allah, you talk to yourself. It's a brotherhood among self. You speak to yourself and you talk to Allah about fixing self. Yeah, today is the day that we repair ourselves. We repent, we regroup, we reshape, and we get things right so that we can be a blessing for ourselves and for Allah. Islam? So then that take us into the 5 points of the brotherhood, sisterhood that I was just speaking about. Pardon me, man. I'm dry and I'm trying to hold on. The 5 points of the Moorish brotherhood: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. But I'm going to give it to you another way: foot to foot, knee to knee, hand to hand, chest to chest, mouth to ear. Foot to foot symbolize our willingness to stand with our brothers and sisters in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's right. Whether you're in the temple or not, if you're doing righteous works, I got to stand with you. Yeah. Our knee to knee symbolize our support for the uplifting acts of the temples. Everything that the temple's doing good, you're supposed to give 100 to it. Seriously. The more uplifting acts we can do, the more we can save our children. The more uplifting acts we can do, the more we can save our children. Our children, again, are out here selling drugs and using drugs. They drinking lean. They drinking lean, man. They're making and pressing their own pills in a little town that I'm in, Carbondale, Illinois. They're pressing their own pills. So we need some uplifting acts for our temples so we can go out here and be missionaries in our communities. Hand to hand or hand to back, it symbolizes our unity with our brothers and sisters, chapter 25, right? And hand to back symbolize our intent to protect our brothers and sisters even while they're not present. So when I call you a brother, I mean that. When I call you a sister, I mean that. And I stand with you. I'm not going to eat your flesh when you're not around. I'm not going to speak evil of you when you're not around. And I'm not going to let anyone else speak evil of you. Mouth to ear symbolize our intent to support our brothers and sisters in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice as upright men and women. The dignity of our character. Remember the Moorish Science Temple of Marriage is the first thing after you understand that you are not Negro, colored, and black, and Allah is God. Always remember, the Moorish Science Temple of Marriage, America is about character building. We stand on a better you, a better me, a better husband, a better father, a better brother in your community, a better, whatever it might be, betterment. Yes, sir, Grand Sheik, I see. And that's our brother, that's Temple 1 in Chicago. We're building Temple 1, and this is one of the sheiks there. So, symbolize our intent to support our, as men and women, the dignity of our character, and to say directly to our brothers any word that I may have for him or her. Any word I can build with my brothers and sisters. That mouth to ear, a lot of people are trying to take that away from us. If you go to Africa, a lot of traditions they teach you is mouth to ear. Noble Drew Ali taught us right here in America, mouth to ear. A lot of the history that you receive, you won't get it on social media. You got to go sit amongst the temple, be in the temple, sit with the sheiks in the temple, right? And when you sit with the sheiks in the temple, right, they share degrees with you that are considered mouth to ear. It's not, everything is not written down. Everything is not written down at all. Okay? Yes, sir, Sheik. I see. Now I got one more read and we're going to get out of here, boys. I'm trying to hit it all as I can. Praise Allah. I want the world to see this. This is how long I've been working as an officer in the Moorish Temple of America. Okay? This is some history here that we teach. This is on John Hanson being the first president. But I want y'all to see this. I did not learn law from Taj Tariq Bey. This is in 1980, the 80s. This brother, him, Freeman Hill, Ravana Bey, I don't know where he's at from the Moorish Holy. Okay? And the Aboriginal demonstration, we've been teaching in the Moorish Science Temple of America who we are and how they have changed in information, okay, about us. Information about us. You see it. The Chickasaws, the Cherokees, the Choctaws. You see it. We the same people. That's why I don't argue with nobody. I don't do no arguing. Same people, man. Same people. This is old, but it still stands with the truth in it. Same people, man. This might be new to y'all on social media. This might be new to y'all on social media. This is not new to us. Same people. Nationality, spirituality, nationality, spirituality. You see? Nationality, spirituality. That's right. Same people. We've been standing on birthrights. We've been teaching this. Know thyself and thy Father God Allah. Right? That means you need to know what your grandma told you. Then you take the lessons of Noble Drew Ali and you find out how they took the land from your grandma, my grandma. They took land from our people, man, and built railroads and all kind of different things they have done. Your people might be in this picture, man. Your people might be in this picture, man. This is the early 1900s. Noble Drew Ali was going city to city and they were garbing up, taking reflections. Those people had businesses, mom and pop stores, laundromats. They brought all their businesses to the temple. Hand to hand, chest to chest, mouth to ear. That's what we're here to share with you. What they did, we can do. What they have done, we can do. This is the Moors here, man, demonstrating. Look at that. Convention. This is old, but I just want y'all to see. We've been having these, okay? So respectfully, our holy day is sacred, very sacred. I can go on and on about our holy day. Our holy day has our holy day is loaded with so much information, brothers and sisters. Respectfully, we need to go more and more and more on about our holy day and Islamism. I shared with you what the Sheikh Rashid shared with us about Islamism, right? Sheikh Rashid said Islamism, he wrote this out. The duties of a Moorish American Muslim. Islamism's central practice of all Moors. This means that all Moors are to live a life of love that is moral, spiritually correct, and behave in a social, civilized manner in all their ways and actions. Islamism is the bias of teaching those things necessary for making us better citizens. What I shared earlier. We do all this so that we can better ourselves. It's all about betterment. Betterment of me, betterment of you. Okay? Better citizens out of men and women. As Moorish Americans, we look after the weak of mind. Remember this, because it's Ramadan, and this is what Ramadan was about for our ancient forefathers. This is our doctrine in the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is our doctrine inside the Moorish Science Temple of America. Okay? We look at the weak of mind, the faint of heart, the homeless, the fatherless, the motherless, and poor. Islamism will even make you compelled to serve the foe at your gate who seeks to do you harm. That's a heavy measure. Islamism will make you serve all in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islamism means the continuation of our system of belief, right? That adjust with the time period that we are in. So it don't stay the same, right? Definitely the trails of tears, definitely. It is a set of ideology holding that Islam is as much as a political ideology as a religion. There is no separation of church and state within the structure of our Moorish Science Temple of America communities. With that, we're going to get out of here, Moors. We see y'all tonight. Visit the website, www.msthohr805.co. If you need us, you can always reach out and give us a call at 887-808-2477. Extension 101 to get you directly to the law department. Extension 103 get you directly to me. And if you know the Grand Sheik or the officer's last name, you can type in their last name and that person will pop up for you. We meet every Friday online at www.msthohr805.co. msthohr805.co. We also have Mighty Networks. Go to Mighty Networks, and in Mighty Networks, we have a page set up, and it's called the Moorish Science Temple of America 805. And our home office is for all the groups of the Moorish Science Temple of America. We're working on those things to make us better citizens here in America. Okay? So we don't mind sharing what we have to keep our brothers and sisters from being in prison, molested in any form or fashion. We love all our grand sheiks out here, whether they say bad things about us or not. They usually don't. We don't set trip, that's why. We love Brother Lynch Bay. We love Brother Prayford Hill. We love Brother Braswell Bay. Braswell Bay shared a lot with myself, Morris. Islam. So I could never. And my leadership, Brother Daweed Ali Il, has always taught us to always stay close to Brother E. Braswell Bay. So we stay close to Braswell Bay. And Braswell Bay has been representing the House of Ali for many, many years now. We honor him for that. And also, he's close to some friends of mine of old who are gone now. So we can go on. Yeah, we respect all these Moors. There's not Brother Jones Bay. We give them all respect. And Moors come work with us, and then they take it back over to the respectful temple that they're going to be with. Okay? We're not telling you once you come over here, you're going to stay with us. That's not what this is about. We want you to take these lessons and save yourself. If you are going through taxes, Noble Drew Ali said they're going to tax us to death. So we got certain things that we don't pay taxes on. You shouldn't either if you're a Moorish American Muslim, right? We have things set up. Prime example. Let me share this with y'all if I can. We have a lot of documents like this. This is some of the work we do. And we have you file it in your county. I got to be careful because people, instead of coming to the classes, they just try to copy and paste everything that you share. So I got to put it up real quick. I wanted to put an acceptance letter up, but I was told not to because one brother said, yeah, I was able to copy that. But you need an acceptance letter. If you're a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, these people, they not going off of your nationality card no more. Governments and corporations don't work like that, okay? So if you have acceptance letter, if you don't have acceptance letter, reach out to us. And you can still stay where you at because we're here to help you become better. Not everybody got to be over here with us in home office. We don't teach that. We don't stand on that. We're here working on saving ourselves by living these holy teachings, Moors, Islam, of our prophet, Noble Drew Ali, right? Right action, avoiding evil, right? So let me read this real quick. The prophet says, to save this country from disease, disaster, and many forms of destruction. And we see that this country is going through disease, disasters, and many forms of destruction. From the P. Diddy situation, from the R. Kelly situation, to them giving people STDs, right? All that old stuff, right? We see our children out here selling drugs to one another, killing one another. We got some work to do right here in America. If y'all want to go to Africa, go ahead and go to Africa. We're going to worry about right here in America because it's the land of milk and honey, if you didn't know, right? And we're going to use the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It's older than the Bible. It's older than the Quran. It's older than any of these books. It's over 50,000 years old. Those principles. We carrying out the principles, Moors, so we can save ourselves. We can save ourselves by living the holy teachings of Islam as taught by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. See, some more to try to say Islamism. No, Noble Drew Ali told us in the last chapter 48, Islam. He taught us Islam. Islam is universal. It's not an Arab religion. It's not a black man religion. Okay? Get that under your demo. Allah will find. Allah's will is for us to do away with our unrighteousness, our unrighteous conduct, our unrighteous ways. Allah is just and merciful, so we must be just and merciful, okay? Allah has mercy, and He has shared His mercy with us by sending Noble Drew Ali. Respectfully, do you know anyone else who have told us that we are not Negroes, colored folks, black people, Ethiopians, and then told you why you're not Negro, colored, black, and Ethiopian, and then told you and shared with you with proof that it's other people who control, who are making money off of that? You don't need the Social Security card. We don't use a Social Security card. You don't need that birth certificate. Even if you're not a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America, you need to have a baptism certificate. Give their stuff back to them. I'm still speaking about right intentions and right actions, right? Give all their documents back to them. That corporation been and failed. Why are you using a number that you don't know what's going on with that number? That Social Security number and that birth certificate, they got numbers on there. That's so that they can make money, not that you can make money. We ain't getting nothing off of that. So create your own and use your own. so you can get something off of it, right? One should seek Allah's forgiveness of sin, live a righteous life, obey our holy prophet, or obey your prophet, right? Obey your creator, right? And try to do far more good than evil. Because when Allah judges us all, we will wish that our record shows all the good deeds that we have done, far greater than any evil. You ain't gonna want nobody to speak about no evil. Let us be the true Moors, man of original race, imitating our holy prophet. I say Noble Drew Ali. You might say someone else. To make this world a better place in the land of milk and honey. To make this world a better place in the land of milk and honey. Let's do it, Moors. Our words, our acts and deeds. Let's do it in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam, I'm going to read this and I'm gone. I keep saying that. The Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, Moors, study yourself. And ask me what next to study, I will reply yourself. One needs to make a study of his or herself to know yourself. That's what this month of Ramadan is all about, brothers and sisters. Self-examination. That's right. One needs to look for his faults, his weakness, and things that must be improved upon within and about oneself. One should do all the good they can in life. One needs to serve Allah as our holy prophet teaches. And Jesus taught, Isa, wherein one serves their near kin, those who are no kin. Next month here in Carbondale, the 28th of April, me and my wife at the Moore Science Temple America will be feeding at Addicts Park for one of the little gangsters who is gone now, Brother Ray. Get with my cousin Ashley McCoy, Daisha Johnson for more information. It's a basketball tournament. It's going to be a talent show. It's going to be lit. But we're here to serve our people, brother. The strangers at your gate, the foe seeks to do you harm. By assisting the poor and helping the weak, by doing harm to none and covet that which is not yours. We need to study ourselves to see if we're serving Allah. I see you. Yeah, walking it off on the lot to study Allah so that we can see where we have become in our low. See, your higher self will let you know when you're going into your lower self. The records of ours, we want our works to show good works. We want our works to show good deeds, right? And we do this by practicing the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. This is written by Brother Arla Avil. He says, when every mouth will be sealed on the day of Yom Kiyama, our records will have to speak for us. And that day, we will wish that there would be a good amount of good, I just said this earlier, on our records, far more than evil. We will wish that we had did more good rather than wrong. Pardon me. Because see, what the wrong does to us, why wrong another, he says. When you wrong, when you know you must pay, why wrong another? Payoff and suffering for what you do to each other. It is far better to be righteous, doing good, meet the living true teachings of Islam that Noble Drew Ali taught us. This is written by our brother. Pardon me. He says, Prophet Noble Drew Ali lived a life of love, a pattern that will save us. We need to learn how to save ourselves by imitating our holy prophets. If one imitates his holy prophet, he or she would be holy, and they would please Allah. A life of love, not a life of evil, not a life of hate. Evil on every hand, evil done to others throughout the land. This is not the life of a Muslim. When one commits crime against others, wronging here or there, We don't do that as Moorish American Muslims, as a righteous person. Evil brings to the one that commits it a punishment that they inflict upon themselves. It is foolish to harm another, and when you know that you also harm yourself. It is foolish to harm another when you know that you also harm yourself. Some think that their punishment is slow because Allah ain't did nothing to them. It's been 10, 20 years and they think they got something off, right? And they laughing at you. Some think that Allah's punishment is slow, that Allah has forgotten their wrongs. Allah don't forget. Some people call it karma. Chapter 25, yes sir. One should look for the good to come to them. Meditation, when various forms of wrong they have done to others. Cease doing wrong. Turn from evil. Imitate the Holy Prophet by living a heart of love. Doing good to all mankind. Man and mankind. Man and mankind. Doing good to all. That's hard for a lot of us to do because we backbite, right? Cease doing wrong. Turn from evil. Imitate the Holy Prophet Ali by having a heart of love, doing good to all mankind. If one is lost, he has to suffer eternally for the evil after hearing the teachings of the Holy Prophet. If one is lost and has to suffer eternally for the evil after hearing the teachings of the Holy Prophet Noble Ali, they are rightfully deserving the punishment that they receive. That's right. The way to salvation has been made clear to all that are part of Islam. One must seek to save himself through good words, acts, and deeds. Also by having good thoughts. Because our prophet Jesus, meditation, taught that the sin lies in the wish and not in the act. We need to be righteous and seek Allah's forgiveness for our past sins, sins that we might run into. Peace. That was written by Brother R. Laville. May Allah be pleased with him. Yeah, Moors, I wanted to share that. I want to just share more love with our brothers and sisters. And if I can, we're going to close out. We're going to close out in love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I pray that I shared something with you that was good for you, that you can take and use with your family. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Visit us tonight at www.msta805.co. Again, Friday is always sacred to us. It's our holy day. Why is it a holy day? The first man was formed on a Friday. Adam, right? Before you have an Adam in the Bible, there's another Adam. Before you have an Adam in the Bible, there's another Adam. Jesus represents Adam. In the Islamic school of thought, Adam and Jesus are mentioned in Hadith. You can Google Friday Hadith, and when you go into the Friday Hadith, you can pull up Hadith letting you know that Jesus was created on a Friday, Adam was created on a Friday, and it even says Jesus passed or left the flesh on a Friday. Islam impressed on a Friday. Friday's a holy day for all Muslims all over the world, right? That's our teaching. Friday's a holy day for all Muslims all over the world. We wouldn't have never known that if we wouldn't have had this man right here in this reflection right here. He taught us that Friday was sacred to us. And those who are into astrology can back it up. Friday is a sacred day to the Moorish American Muslims. With that, we say we see y'all tonight. Peace and love. Ramadan Mubarak for those who are fasting. Those who are not fasting, hey, ask Allah. Seek Allah Take it to meditation. I can't beat you up because you're not fasting. That's between you and Allah. Allah asks us to fast the month of Ramadan. You are the children one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother have given you suck. Let the bounds of affection therefore unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when you separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love.